Make it bang.
All right, guys. Hey, listen, appreciate you guys. It was an interesting topic that I wanted to talk about today because I've noticed that the Ultra Limited is probably one of the slowest selling bikes in Harley Davidson right now, at least over the last 3 years, okay? Now, the real question is, what has happened to the Ultra Limited? All right, guys, I want to thank y'all for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the Stoker side, man. I am so excited to have you guys back, okay? One of the things that I want to talk about today is the Ultra Limited and the fact that you can get so many of them in this day and time, okay? I remember when the Ultra Limited, actually the origin of it was the Ultra, and then it was the Ultra Classic, okay? The Ultra was basically a bike, a full dresser touring bike. Had the tour pack, but it didn't have certain features, like certain chrome features. Didn't have heated grips. Some Ultras didn't have liquid cool at the time. That was when Harley was doing just air and oil cooled. Okay, so you went from the Ultra to the Ultra Classic to the Ultra Limited. Now, one of my main theories that I think that the Ultra Limited is not such a popular bike anymore is because the Ultra Limited was taken on real heavily by the baby boomer generation, okay? That's guys that are born all the way up until the 70s, right? Kind of like that 70 all the way up to 75. Those guys are our Ultra Limited guys, right? They are transitioning or expanding into the trike era, Road Glide 3s, Tri-Glides, freewheelers, based upon their budget, huge trikes. That's kind of what that baby boomer section is transitioning to, okay? Well, the generation, my generation, right? I think we're Generation X, Y, whatever. I'm 78, so 1978, I think it's Generation X, or whatever the generation is. But the next generation after the baby boomers, which is my generation, we are still on Road Glide, Street Glide, STs, CVO STs, Dynas, Softails, Fat Boys, Heritages, Breakouts. We're still in that little era right there, right? So we haven't fully grown into, the going riding out, 1,000 miles. A lot of times, Ultra Limiteds are for club guys, right? Like those club guys really like the Ultra Limiteds because they're pounding, 300, 400, 500, 600 miles in a day, and the Ultra Limited is set up, basically like that. But I mean, none of them are really selling. As you guys can see, I got a whole row right here of Ultra Limiteds. I mean, pick one, any color you want, I got it. If Harley made a color for the Ultra Limited in 2023, I promise you I still got it, okay? And a lot of dealerships around the nation have it. So the main thing that I think, like I said, guys, is the generation has not transitioned to the Ultra Limited. Now, as you all know, I rode an Ultra Limited, but I rode the Road Glide. A lot of those old school guys like that Batwing fairing. And it's just not popular amongst my generation, right? Road Glide is the Road Glide fairing is the #1 selling touring bike right now. I don't care what anybody says. I look at the stats. I look at the data. It's all on there, okay? The Batwing fairing is nowhere near as popular. The trade values on Batwing fairings are even more in the gutter. The bike just does not have the appeal that it used to have. Everybody is trying to get to the Road Glide. Now, we can go back and forth about Road Glide and Street Glide, but I'm just telling you what the numbers are saying, okay? Once again, is there anything else that I think why the Ultra Limited is not selling? Well, you have to keep in mind, when Harley also transitioned into trying to sell to a younger crowd, and generally the younger guys don't want 900-pound bikes, okay? That's not that's not what they generally want. They want Softail Standard, Street Bobs, even the Live Wire. I know I get a lot of slack for posting electric motorcycle videos on my channel, but it is a big community for it, and this channel is about anything that provides Harley, brown liquor, and cigars, okay? So right now we're just discussing the Harley side of it, although I'll be getting me a nice cigar and some Gentleman Jack tonight, okay? I'll just see what I got in the humidor. But for the most part, the Ultra Limited, guys, it's not a wowing bike anymore. They don't even make the CVO Ultra Limited anymore. I really think they stopped it. It's either 21 or 22. I can't remember the last year that it came out, but I'm 90% sure it was 21, okay? So all my YouTube guys who always like to fact check me, I think it's 21 or 22. I didn't really do the research on that one, but I'm pretty sure it was one of those years. I want to say 21 if I was a betting man. But the whole point is that they don't even make the bike anymore. Another reason I think the Ultra Limited is not really selling is because they don't have any cool paint schemes on them, right? Like, you have that blue and gray and what's the name of that color? I can't think. Silver Flux. It was a Silver Flux. The chrome on the Ultra Limited is definitely not moving. If someone does get one, they're generally looking at the blackout version. So, like I said, man, the Ultra Limited is just, you know, it's not the appeal that it used to be, because everybody used to love Ultras and Ultra Classics. When those first came out, people were putting tour packs on, but I guess that's also, now that I'm thinking about it, that's also in an era where tour packs really weren't that popular yet. People were still putting them on, but they just weren't popular, you know? People wanted lighter bikes, and when that Ultra Limited came out, and it had the touring, not the touring, but the tour pack on it, and then it went to the Ultra Classic, and then that was when the tour pack, the speakers, the heated grips, the liquid cool, the radio, I mean, like, it was all intense. So all my Ultra guys, we're going to keep hope alive, okay? I'm not really an Ultra guy, you understand? Like, I like the Road Glide Limited, but not the Ultra, right? So we're waiting to see what Harley does. Hopefully they come out with some cool paint schemes. Hopefully my generation, because my generation is the era that's going to really ride those. Hopefully we step up and get off the road glides and the street glides when we don't really want anything a little bit more sporty. We want to start going on longer distance rides, and we just want to go that route, okay? So that's what I think, the Ultra Limited, man. People ask me these crazy questions, and I was like, you know what? I never really did a video on that one. So I just thought that would be cool to do today. Once again, guys, I have on Sunday, August the 11th, this video will be going up today, but Sunday, August the 11th at 8 p.m., I have my first live talking about the state of Harley Davidson, okay? I'm going to be I have 7 gifts to pick from. I'm going to go in a little pot. I'm going to pull out one of the numbers, and one lucky winner on my live on Sunday, August the 11th at 8 p.m. will win that gift. So make sure you comment on my 100th episode video. This is 101 right here, right? But the 100th episode video, make sure you comment on that. 7 gifts. You have to go back to the 100th episode. 7 gifts. You got to type it in there. That's the only way that you'll qualify for it. The 100th episode was like a big thank you to you guys. You guys have really been supporting the channel. You guys have shown so much love. The subscribership is really starting to take off. So I really appreciate it, guys, okay? So I'm just trying to give back, show you guys, thank you guys. And this is not like Harley money. This is Stogie money, right? So all my Stoganites, man, I appreciate y'all subscribing to the channel. Thank y'all so much. I don't know what I would do without y'all. I appreciate y'all watching. And we're going to bring the old Ultra Limited back, okay? Let's go!